Yeah. Giggity giggity. Hello, Thailand. So we got in on the 19th of February 2019, and this was the 5th country on our little journey. The thing about this border crossing is that a couple of years ago, the Thailand government decided that if you want to bring your own vehicle into the country, you have to have a guide, which is expensive and unnecessary, but apparently there's ways around it. So let's see how we go. What do you need? Just this one? Yeah. So far, so good. He's checking our passports, our carne, and what he's doing now is matching the VIN number on our motorbike to what we have on our carne. Standard border crossing stuff. Okay, so that's the easy part done. We've got our passports stamped, carne stamped. We're free to leave Malaysia. Here comes the tricky part in Thailand. Or maybe not, who knows? So yeah, back on the bikes and head to Dead Man's Land.
It looks like a prison.
It does kind of look like a prison.
Hello.
Yes, good afternoon.
How are you?
Where you come from?
Australia originally.
You have a driving license?
Yes. Do you want to see all of that?
Yeah.
Okay. Should we park here or?
Okay.
Yeah.
How many days you are traveling?
In Thailand?
Yeah.
We leave Thailand on the 7th of March. So what's that? 2 weeks maybe?
2 weeks.
Yeah. The registration?
Yes.
And have a carne as well?
We're now officially in the Thailand side. We're just going to get stamped through. Here we go. James is flirting with the... I'll see what he's doing. He's flirting with the girl so we can try and get through easier. Calling him a handsome man. Handsome man. Boom. Done. We've just come out of immigration on the Thai side. He took one of our TM2 forms. We've kept one. He's taken one. Now we're going to customs now.
On the bikes, off the bikes, on the bikes, off the bikes.
It's on the bikes, off the bikes, on the bikes, off the bikes. Now we're off the bikes, and we're going to
Get back on the bikes.
We might get back on the bikes. We don't really know. We're going to see this guy.
So we did Australia, Timor-Leste, Indonesia, Malaysia, now Thailand. So 4, this will be the 5th. Yeah. Do you want a coffee?
We're at customs, and we just noticed this sign. Someone's walking out and they're making a coffee. Hello, James.
Hello, I'm now working customs in Thailand and it's going to make us a coffee.
You make me one, please.
1 sugar or 2.
Sorry, small break while we just enjoy our coffees.
On the bike, off the bike, coffee break. There you go, sir, your coffee.
Thanks, mate. Cheers. Officially our first Thai coffee.
Cheers.
Cheers.
Oh yeah, Toyota, so you're in a Land Cruiser.
Australia. Cottesloe, WA. Mark Gordon, if you're watching this, we see you, brother.
We see you.
We see you. You're from Cottesloe, beautiful part of Australia.
What bike is it?
Ooh, BMW,
very
fancy.
Nice. $4,000, don't know if that's true.
That's definitely not true.
Michael Joseph O'Donovan, we're not sure about that.
I think you're lying, Michael Joseph Donovan.
Do we need our passports again?
Thank you very much.
You're welcome. Good luck, sir. Good luck.
Thank you. So, we're in Thailand.
I'm extremely happy.
And it was really pretty straightforward.
We've got nothing bad to say. We got tea, coffee, they were like ridiculously friendly. It was just really chilled out.
Yeah.
We had a couple of questions we need to answer.
I've got a few selfies with him. I'll put them up quickly.
But yeah, this is a Betong border and he let us look through the carne slips.
Yeah.
And there's only one other person who's come in front of us this year. So the last couple of months, and I think last year there's only 6 people that came through this border.
Yeah.
But definitely recommend it. Very friendly and easy experience for us at least.
Oh, and here's the one thing: no one here yet has checked our what's it called? Insurance.
Oh,
the
yeah,
insurance
that's true.
form. We actually haven't been checked. Again,
we probably will by police, but
do have to thank David from forget the name of the Facebook group, but it's like Thai Overland Border Crossing page. I'll put a link here.
And they've got an overlanding accommodation in Pattaya as
Yeah, but again, thanks to him because he does go out of his way to help people out, just out of the kindness of his own heart. He doesn't ask for any money. Thanks, mate. Thanks
you.
for helping us out. We're now into country number 5.
5, yeah.
If you include Australia, isn't it?
It might rain, but...
We were really stoked to be in the country without a guide, all legal and good to go. Next step, we just wanted to find a little cabin near a beach to spend the night. But not tonight. Tonight we get to stay in this luxurious hotel.
Not by choice, Jay.
Okay, yeah. So we're staying in this hotel because we actually couldn't find anywhere else to stay.
Yeah.
So here we are. We are looking forward to going to the beaches and all the things that you usually do in Thailand, but we're in Patani.
I don't know. Oh, near Patani. It's like the southeast corner, which I don't think tourists really go to.
Basically, we had no idea if we were going to get through the border, so we didn't really plan on where we were going to stay. So we just rode until we got tired, and here we are. But check this place out. Let's explain. So
actually, I'll put a photo up now of a place we stayed maybe a couple of weeks ago to show you why we think this is luxury.
Yay!
There's air conditioning for a start, which is a luxury, and there's definitely a musk in the room. Yeah. Here's a fridge
with
stuff. We will not be touching because it's expensive. There's towels. Towels are actually an amazing thing to have because the one I've got stinks.
And there's slippers. But we only get shotgun the left one.
One slipper each.
Yeah.
Mixed slippers. We will be taking all of those.
There's a shower cap and some weird looking soap.
It's cold water.
Nope. No hot water, that's it.
What's this thing?
What is that? Oh, it's one of those, it probably doesn't work. It's probably one of those little radio things.
Alright.
Turn it on. Should we leave that on?
Yeah, that's it.
Soothing music to go to sleep to.
Maybe turn it down a little bit.
Turn it off. Turn it off.
Wow, there you go.
Love is love. Love is love. Yo.
So we got back on our bikes in search of our little beach cabin, and we did notice that in this part of Thailand there was quite a big military presence. But for the most part, this is all that happened.
Hello.
Falang, okay. Where you come from? Where you come from?
Australia.
Okay, thank you. Go.
Can you speak Thai?
And if it wasn't the police guys waving us on, then it was this wacky wailing inflatable tube man. So we're still very much in the bottom of the country. Just had a quick stop in Trang for an oil change. On we go towards Koh Lanta, which is a little island in the Krabi province of Thailand. To get there, you do have to go on a ferry and look at these ferry lines. We're so stoked to be on motorbikes so you can just ride around them. Another ferry crossing. Thankfully, this is not like Indonesia. This one's only like 15 minutes. Hell yes. Sunset swims. Sunset swims, sunset swims, sunset swims. Ow! Sunset rocks. That's where I'm going. Okay, Koh Lanta. Here we are at the beach. Very excited to be here, but it's a lot more expensive than what we usually spend to come to these kind of touristy beaches. To be honest, through like Indonesia, Malaysia, we didn't really go to the really touristy beaches. We kind of went a little bit of a different route, and that way it was cheaper. I mean, we've been here before, and we went to the place we stayed, and they've doubled in price since we were last year. So we spent 4 hours trying to find a place to stay that suited our budget, and we found this place, which we think we did really well because it's not that far from the beach. The beach is just there. It's like 100 meters away. It's got all these little cabins, and it's literally beach. So, this is our little spot. Hello, James.
Hello.
So, firstly, apologies about the messy room. We just unpacked all our stuff and we're repacking, so there's shit everywhere.
We can't afford the aircon room, so we've got a fan room. This one has a mind of its own.
So it's a bit noisy.
Yeah, and the thing doesn't
string
work.
broke.
Yeah, no, this room. So we looked at some other rooms. We're about to leave, and she's like, "Oh, we do have a room at the back you might want, which is cheaper." I don't think anyone stayed in here for a while. There's quite a lot of mold on the wall. There was loads of bugs when we got in here, but they've kind of left. I think we probably smell worse, so they're like, "I can't live in there with these people." Power doesn't work in the bathroom, and there's a few holes in the roof, but it has a shower, which is warmish. It's got a toilet. I mean, it does a job.
Basically, this for us was $10 US each to have this room.
Yeah.
And we were looking at places which were just as close to the beach with aircon that were $50 each. We'll take this one.
We'll take this one.
We'll take this one.
Even hostels, actually. The hostel was nearly double the price.
Hostels were $16.
Yeah, $16 each. So
and they were off the beach, so we nailed it, I think.
it did take us 4 hours to find, which is another sacrifice, but you know.
We drove around a lot.
I'm happy with it.
We explored the island looking for a
Oh, and my bed came with ripped sheets as well, which is always nice.
Yeah. But yeah, and I mean, as you saw from the start of this video, we also make our own coffees. This doesn't have a kettle in this room,
but we do.
We have our camping stove with all our camping gear, and also because we're in a touristy place, the coffees are quite expensive. They're about $2 Australian for a pretty average coffee. So we just buy the little sachets, make our own. That's about it, really. That's how we afford to stay in the touristy spots of Thailand.
Not that we do too many of them, but when we do it our way.
Our way.
Our way.
And your blood is in the water, and you go straight through my heart.
Sometimes you just need a beer. It's good beer. On the road again. This time we're heading towards Tonsai, also in the Krabi province. So the thing about Tonsai is that although it's not an island, you can't actually get to it by cars. You have to get a little boat there from Ao Nang. Oh Nang. You ever seen Brooklyn Nine-Nine? Oh Nang.
Anyway, back to the point.
Oh Nang.
If we want to go to Tonsai Bay, we're going to have to leave the bike somewhere. And
So-
this is what we decided. Bye-bye.
It's very sad. It's like I can only imagine this is what it feels like when you leave your kid at home for the first time, you know, without a babysitter.
This is surely worse. Bike can't call us if there's a problem.
No, there's nothing. It's a sad moment. James, where are we right now?
We're in hell. No, we're not.
We're in Oh Nang.
We're in Oh Nang.
So we just got to Tonsai. Last time we were here, it was quite a long time ago, we actually got off on the wrong boat and came here by mistake. We ended up loving it. All of this stuff here is just rock climbing, rock climbing, rock climbing, rock climbing, rock climbing. Far away rock climbing, close to rock climbing, far away rock climbing, and deep sea solo rock climbing. It's just a fucking dream, this place.
So, a bit of a problem. We were flying the drone, just getting some footage of the sunset you can see behind me, with all these amazing rocks. And unfortunately we were flying, I don't know if you can see on the camera, but we're trying to fly between the two rocks over there. And basically we think we hit a rock and the drone's gone down out there somewhere in the ocean. So Jay's just sprinted off around there to see if he can get to them, but I don't know. Anyway, we'll give you an update later. Wish us luck. So I've made it around to Riley Beach, which is the next section where Jay ran off to. There is a boat over where we think he went down, so I can only guess Jay might have gotten a boat over there, or he swam. Yeah, obviously I can't find Jay. I presume he's probably a lot closer than I was. And now it's getting dark, and I mean, I don't know if he's got a boat and he's headed back to the other place or not. So I'm gonna head back to where I started. Okay, so you probably can't see me, but if you could, I'd be very sweaty. Crash happened around 6:30, I think. It's now 7:50, so 10 to 8, and no news from Jay. Hopefully he's not still out there looking for it. But I've got his phone with me, so I don't know how he'll get back around the rocks. I guess he could get a boat. But I suppose I'll wait here, and if he doesn't arrive in soon, I'll go back to the room and wait from there.
So I ended up going on like a little mini triathlon, rock climbing, swimming, running, more rock climbing, a little bit more swimming. But eventually I did find that drone. So here is said damaged drone. This little thing took a bit of a knock. The gimbal seems to be stuck, and it was half in water. The battery took a big knock. It's got a huge dent here. This thing amazingly was underwater and still flashing. It's the only reason I saw it. But yeah, it's taken a big knock, and now the button doesn't even depress. So
it's gone.
Let's just hope the water didn't get to the parts that, you know, count. So now we're putting rice in it.
Hello, we got rice.
We tried not to let it kill our mood too much, and we just enjoyed the rest of Tonsai. Today's banana pancakes.
With chocolate for me.
James is having chocolate.
I'm excited.
Thank you very much.
Oh, thank you very much.
Okay. Nice. We did a little bit more exploring, saw some more monkeys, jumped back on the boat, and went to see if our bikes were safe. Sweet! James is an old school friend that lives in Phuket, so we figured we'd go hang out with him for a bit. Moment of truth. Crashed this about 2 days ago. We've left it in rice for 2 days. That's Luke.
This is Luke.
This is Luke's very nice hotel. This is a luxury
He's in
for
a
us.
suit and we're homeless tramps, basically.
Yeah. But we're going to plug it in for the first time. We actually haven't even turned the battery on yet. So
I'm genuinely very nervous right now.
Oh, it's turning on. Don't care about the firmware. I'm concerned because there's no picture coming up.
Bangkok it is, I guess.
Bangkok it is. It's very broken. Check out our haircuts.
Thai style.
Looking fresh. All right. So for the first time on this whole trip, we're going our separate ways.
Yeah, Jay has to make a run to Bangkok to try and get the drone fixed.
Yeah, about 12 hours. I won't get there today, but I'll do it.
And I guarantee one of us will have a flat tire or breakdown or something the first time we're not together. Yeah. And the thing is, we've got half tools each, so
it'll be fun. Anyway, I'll see you in Bangkok. So James hung around in Phuket and partied with Luke, and I made the mad dash up to Bangkok. Yes. So now I'm in Bangkok. James is obviously still partying in Betong. But yeah, I was just driving along and I got to this toll road here, coming along the motorway. Luckily a taxi driver just pulled up next to me and just shook his head and said, no, get off the road, get off the road. I don't think motorbikes are allowed on this motorway. So I've been going on it for probably 30, 40 kilometers. Now I actually don't know how the hell to get around. There's no sign saying no motorbikes. Your Google can come to the rescue. Okay, so Google actually has come to the rescue. You get an option for a car and then an option for a motorbike. So it is a bit longer, 42 minutes to get to where I need to go. 19 kilometers, 42 minutes. Oh man. Oh, I love traffic so much. Okay, so I made it to Bangkok, but then I got really, really, really sick and basically lay in a hostel and died for about 3 days. We can tell you that we could not fix the drone. It was completely broken. We just had to buy another one, which is really crap. Anyway, let's just move on. Let's get out of Bangkok. Next city, please.
My face kiss the carpet, world get darker. It's a pretty looking hallway, even though everything is sideways.
So we are about 150 k's into our 500k day. We got up early to scout out Bangkok, which did work. Bad news is though Jay's not feeling too well, so he's behind me lying down. He's been sick the last few days, so I suppose he's just hitting again now. We'll rest a while, see how it goes. We'll be alright.
It's all tipsy-turvy. Top of tyrants, their place new tornadoes. Spinning angels out their way, spinning out their hollow halos. No more NATO, just the folly of a planet over.
You ever watch one of those films, those action films, or like thriller films, where the music in the background's like wow, 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 wow. That's how my head's been going for the last like 3 days. Say I had like a blurry vision in my left eye. I'm doing better today, but I'm still struggling a little bit. The non-glamorous side of riding around the world.
All I need a little escape from what's at bay. All this is a little escape from day to day. All I see is a large green pile of escape. Puff of smoke, hope it all blows away.
We pressed on, probably stopped every hour for me to lie down for a bit. We carried on and got to the border town of Mae Sot. Yesterday was a pretty horrible day for me. It was quite a long day on the road. It ended up being about 10 hours, probably 7 hours of riding and 3 hours of me just lying on the floor dying. But we did make it. Our last day in Thailand today. We had these big plans to kind of work on our bikes and get them ready for the rest of the trip, or the next stage of this whole trip. One of the things we're going to do is change the tyre, but these bloody tyres just keep going. We've been carrying these things since Australia. We figured, we'll just change them now, but there's still tread left on this Motos Tractionator. It's unbelievable. So just going to leave it. See how long it goes. It just keeps going and going and going. The other thing I'm going to do to my bike is front brake pad's pretty crap at the moment, so I'm going to change them, bleed the brakes, probably bleed the back brakes while I'm at it. There's a few electric things I want to sort out. I think that's about it. Still not feeling 100% today. I've got headache still there, not as bad, but it's still ringing in my head, which sucks. But the show must go on. Don't really know what James is doing. What are you doing, James?
I'm just going to repack everything. I want to clean the chain, re-lube that. Not much else. Chain adjustment. But yeah, just give it a little bit of a clean, have a look over it. I mean, we've changed the oil quite a few times since we set off, but that's pretty much it. Oh, and change the brake fluid as well. But not much. A little bit of a check over. Then hit Burma tomorrow.
Hello from the future. I'm actually just finishing up editing this Thailand video, but I just quickly wanted to explain what happened after we did that bike maintenance. I ended up going to hospital because I still wasn't feeling so great, and it turns out I had dengue fever. So that definitely explained the fever, the headaches, and the hallucinations. Anyway, we did have to push on the next day because we did have the guided trip in Myanmar, so we cracked on, but we didn't really film much of that because I was feeling crappy and probably in a really bad mood. So I'll end the video here. If you did enjoy it and if you've managed to last this whole way, please subscribe and like and comment. It really does help us out, and it kind of gives us a little boost to keep pushing these videos out. So thank you very much. That's it. Goodbye. Thank you. Watch the next video. I'll put it here when it's up, and I'll put the bottom of the previous video here. Enjoy. Thanks, guys.
All I need a little escape from what's at bay. All this is a little escape from day to day. All I see is a large green pile of escape. Puff of smoke, hope it all blows away.